Hi guys, it's Mark at Bear Hobbies, and obviously a bit of a spoiler for you. We've been progressing obviously with the Merkava build, and we've reached completion on it. The video's going to be coming up shortly, so I'm not going to tell you too much about that, but there is one thing that I need to incorporate. I was thinking about doing a video that shows you up to this stage, which is the out of the box build, and then there's going to be probably a second building video that's going to go into super detailing and something kind of special that we would employ on this type of armor. So I'm going to leave that as a bit of a surprise for you because I've got a new product to try out. So I'm going to put that on one side. So expect the build video coming up, and then a super detailing video to follow before we do any painting. But in summary, what a fantastic build this Merkava was. It is great out of the box. Okay, I have been busy because we have got a load of new products in. I'm going to start off with introducing a company called Mantis Miniatures. They're a Polish company, and I met the owner, Arta, when I was in Holland last year at the Scale Model Challenge. I'm going to bring these out to show you. I have got nearly the entire range of these stock now. And I don't know how well known these figures are. I heard about them before, but I didn't realize how extensive the range was until I actually ordered them in. So I've just got some samples to show you. And these are all resin. The majority of them are in the 1/35th scale. However, they do two sets in 1/72 scale as well. So you get some crew. Now, what I've noticed is that these are quite a versatile sort of range. As standalone figures, they would be okay, but really you can see that they're aimed at dioramas and sort of vignette type scenarios. Like in particular, you'll notice that some of them are actually designed to fit into models. So you've got like the LRDG Jeep driver, obviously designed to fit into the vehicle. So, you know, in conjunction with it with another model. And also we have some accessory sets that are compatible with Jeeps and bits and pieces. So you've got like a set of resin components that work with the model. Also, the range as well of figures, it's quite varied. They've got like World War One figures, a few of them. And then, as usual, the most popular is like Second World War. And you've got like, obviously, the German SS type figures. And another range here. Again, this is a set of two. I carry most of the range I'm carrying is single figures. So, but this is a double figure set that are compatible with a motorbike and a sidecar. So, again, another diorama based product. And for those guys that do conversions of resin figures, you've got these headsets as well, which are obviously the headsets are from figures in the range, but now you've got them individually. The German officers' heads, so you can use them with maybe existing plastic figures, just they have a higher detail. Quite a good range of US modern figures as well. They've got quite a few sets here, like USAFV crew, US Marine from the Fallujah battle in 2004 in Iraq. Quite a good one, this one. It's like a mechanic, a driver, you know, not in the combat scenario, but you could easily use this figure against, you know, resting against a Humvee or a Het or something like that, any bit of US modern equipment. Another interesting figure, a new Iraqi army. They're compatible with, they're meant to be in sets, so you can get these as, I don't stock the sets, but you get these two side by side, so they're meant to be interacting with one another. And also I need to show you these. These are really kind of difficult to find animals on 1/35 scale, unless you really look hard. But Mantis Miniatures has a big range of figures, you know, that of animal figures that can be incorporated in dioramas. I think there's about 10 different sets, and I think I'm stocking about maybe 6 or 7 of those sets that I thought were most compatible with dioramas. So you've got these. Okay, have a look at the shop if you're interested in that. And something that's just come in today is the very latest Abrams Squad from my friend Pere Pla. Totally biased about this. I am a editor on this, a copy editor. I've been working with Pere for the last 3 or 4 years. Initially, I did models for the magazine and wrote articles, and then I was asked to help him to do the copy translation work. So I'm going to give you a quick cover to cover of the latest issue, issue 24. Start off on the cover, a 1/72 scale M1 Abrams. The first part of the magazine is Pere's editorial, always quite an interesting topical subject. And then the table of contents, and I'll explain them, is the commander's display unit, remote thermal sight, and then you've got the articles, and then you've got turret basket. And I'll explain which each one of them is as we flick through the pages. Okay, they call this, the first section is commander's display unit, is really just a précis of recent releases of kits and also aftermarket parts. And I better explain at this point as well, Abrams Squad is dedicated to modern modelling subjects. So, and really the bias is quite modern subjects. We're talking about like the stuff that you'll see inside the pages, talking like Gulf War onwards, a bit of Cold War stuff, but really this is the latest stuff. Okay, we've got the next section of the magazine, remote thermal sight. This is basically a naked build of a very recent release. In this one, they chose the Hobby Boss Man 5T truck. So it's a critique of the build and an explanation of how it goes together. Quite nice to see this sort of format, and it will help you if there's anything that, you know, doesn't go together that well. There's usually a solution that can be found in these pages. And also for, you know, people thinking, well, there's a brand new kit out, what is it like, how does it go together? You may well find it here in the RTS part. Now we'll have a look at a typical article. You'll find that a lot of the articles are from authors that you may not know, actually. Pere's got lots of connections in the Far East, and lots of you know, maybe more varied techniques, but interesting subjects, interesting presentation. You can see the photographs and the detailing are really great. I am jealous when I look at this. It makes me think, should I continue with 1/72 scale modelling when I see this level of detail on a 1/72 model? And another article on the Pandua from, I don't even know who makes this kit, but I do know the model. I think I've met Lucas in Mosen last year. But again, the usual, what you get, you know, the building, the techniques, the painting, step-by-step instructions, everything that you would expect to see in quite a few magazines. And these are sort of bookazine style. They're you know, like a good bound cover, really nice glossy paper, really well printed. It's not one that you'd sort of, you know, throw away after a while. This is one for the collection. And Typically in Abrams Squad as well, you will see a modern reference section, and in this example it looks like a winter exercise. Quite nice seeing Abrams with a winter camouflage on them. This is during a NATO exercise in Germany. I mean, look at the pictures here. Some real inspiration type stuff. Then we move on to another article on a Greek Leopard 2A6. Same sort of presentation again. And a little bit of reference as well that's provided by the author of the article as well to supplement it. And finally, we need a bit of Russian armour in here, don't we? A T-64 BV in 1/35 from Trumpeter. And again, this one seems to be more based on painting and weathering. There isn't much construction notes in there. Look at the photographs. And again, we've got some reference photographs to supplement the article, which is always helpful, if not essential. And to top this one out, we have more references from Mali, from Patrick Winnipenix, with some really interesting subjects there. The faded multiple rocket launchers. Beautiful photographs. And you're getting about 72 pages in this issue. And the final article you get in the back is Turret Basket, and it's another one of Pere's commentaries. And a lot of the time it's actually on new releases, what's coming out, and in this one he's commenting about Zvezda, Trumpeteers releasing X, Y, and Z, and then a little what's coming the next issue. So this is the very latest issue. It just came out. I will be stocking this. I need to add this onto my website, but I wanted to show you that magazine if you hadn't come across it, because you won't find it in your high street retailer, etc. And also I'm going to introduce you as well to some of the specials. Abrams Squad has been running for about 4 or 5 years, Pere will tell me, but you do also get specials. So there's one here for an example is on the Fennec, and it's just purely, of course, the Fennec, the Trumpeter kit came out a while ago, and you're going to get different builds of a Fennec. So some inspirational stuff for, and it shows you different approaches as well to, how you can build the kits. There's quite a few. There's a BTR in that series, etc. This was 22. This is issue 22. I'm not going to flick through it, or it's going to spend way too much time. I've got one more thing to show you. And this is another brand new sort of release from Abrams Squad. It's Abrams Squad References. And again, I worked a little bit on the translation, but actually the co-author did quite a good job, actually, of his own English translation. And you can probably guess, this is a book totally based on Bundeswehr vehicles in Exercise Celtic Storm in 2017. So it's only last year's exercise. At the start, we get a breakdown of, like a little bit of text explaining how the exercise was coordinated, about the German military units. And it shows the progression of the exercise. So the units are, like this Panzerhaubitze is moving into position with the accompanying Feldjäger, escort and the Polizei, etc. And then you see a lot of vehicles. And these are, again, very high quality photographs and perfect source of reference for modelling for your subjects, and also if you just got a general interest in modern military vehicles. You know, really great selection. They've got a walk around here of a Man 5T, so that would probably accompany the Hobby Boss build. Got all the details, painting of, you know, how would you paint the interior, what details to look for. Keep on flicking through. Lots of detail. Another walk around of the Fuchs. And a Mars 2, the multiple rocket launcher, with, you know, great detail. Obviously the authors had, or the photographer had, great access to be able to see the interiors of these vehicles. Okay, so that's about 70 pages of pure reference. I'm going to wrap it up there. Check out the website. These guys are going to be listed out soon. May put them on my eBay site, but probably not. I think I'm going to leave them totally on Bear Hobbies. And don't worry, the Merkava is going to come back really soon. I think I will just leave it as the Bear build, and then we'll do a super detailing video to top things out. So thanks a lot, guys, and see you soon.